So my screen is visible to you and I'm audible. So once confirm this, and now I'm going to start the class. So the first we are going to talk about the range of cells. What is the meaning of the range of cells? Range of cells means a block of adjacent cells in a worksheet which is highlighted or selected is called range of cells. Means what? Like this, look at this. I have selected from second row to seventh row of C column. Or sometimes you can select in this way also, means the C, D, E, F, fourth row, but I am selecting C to H columns. Okay. So this is called range of cell. And you can find out whenever you select the range of cell, what it will display in a address box or in a name box. Look at this. Right now, which cell is active? This is the C5. This is the C5. Which cell is active? This is the C5. But whenever I start selecting a set of cells, adjacent cells, look at this. I have started the selection from the C5 and ended at C14. So how the range of the cell is written in this? This is called range address. Sometimes it is called range address and range of cell address. So how it is written? It is written with the start address, colon, and the end address. So start address is the C5 and end address is the C14. Okay. This is called, now again I'm selecting from here. So look at this. I have started from the C6 and ended as the H6. Sometimes what I am doing, I'm not selecting the only column and only the row of the one row cell. I'm going to select the multiple columns and multiple row. In that case, what is the cell address? C8. It will start from the C8 and ended at the G18. So this is called range of cells. So now there are column range. There are two. Look at this. This is the column range. So what is the meaning of the column range? Column range means the number of cells spread across the column. The number of cells spread across the column. The cell address is represented by a single column letter and multiple row number. So that is called column range. That is called column range. So in this example, you can see C2 to C7. Now there is one more range, and that range is known as the row range. What is the meaning of the row range? Is the number of cells spread across the row. Number of cells across the row means I am selecting only from this row to row. Look at this. Started from the B3 and ended at the D3. Means same row. Different columns are get selected of same row. So that is called row range. The cell address is spread by a single row number. Single row number. In that case, what happened? This is a single. In that case, in the previous case, it is a single column letter, but here we have two single row number. Okay, and there is a one more. This is called row and column range. Row and column range. So, what is the meaning of the row and column range? Row and column range means the number of cells spread across row and columns. Number of cells spread across the row and columns, like this way. Look at this. Look at this. So what? This is also known as the matrix. This is also known as the range of matrix with number of rows and columns. Okay. And how we are writing the cell address? I told you, just write the first cell address and write the last cell address. This way we will write the cell range address. You can say range address. Okay. The control key is used to select more than one range of cells in a worksheet. If you want to suppose the multiple range, suppose I want to select this is the one range. Now I want to select this another range and it is not continuous. In that case, what we are doing, first select the one cell range, then press the control key and start selecting the another cell range. Okay. So still I'm holding the control key. Look at this. So this way we can select the multiple cell range. We can select the multiple cell range by using the control. And what is the importance of this? Why we need to select the multiple cell range? Suppose you want to do some formatting features. You want to apply some formatting features on that. For that purpose, it is important. It helps us. Okay, by selecting all the cell value in a one go, we can apply the different formatting like this. I'm changing the color of the text. I'm changing the bold. I'm making the background something like this. I'm just giving some background like this way. So for this purpose, we can use the, we can select the multiple cell range in Excel. So which key is helpful for this? The control key is used to select more than one range of cell in a worksheet. Okay. Is there any doubt anyone is having? Now, this is the practice for you. Answer the questions based on the following worksheets. I think I have given this exercise last time. What is the address of the first cell address? Anybody can tell me what is the address of the first cell represented by range 1? This is the range 1. So what is the address of first cell? First cell. This is B5. This is B5. Anyone want to speak? They can speak that. Yeah, this is B5. Okay, very good. Okay, now what is the address of the last cell represented by range 1? D5. This is D column name and fifth row. So always remember that the cell address is written by mentioning the column letter and the row number. So first we are writing the column, then we are writing the row number. Okay, write the cell range represented by the range 1. B1 to D5. Sorry, B5 to D5. So how you will write? You will write like this way: B5 column D5. B5 column D5. Okay, so this way we can write this. Write the cell address, cell range represented by range 2. Okay. Just for writing the answer, I am using this. I'm going to use this. Okay. So here I'm going to write the answer. Write the cell represented by the range 1. That's done. Write the cell range represented by range 2. Yes, all of you. What is the range represented by cell 2? This is the F5
to F11.
F11. Very good. F5 to F11. Very good. Okay. Right. What is the name of the cell range along a row? What is the name of the cell range along the row? Range 1, range 2. What is the name of this? I think this range is named as the range 3. This is given wrong. It is range 1. Okay. What is the cell range along a column? This is range 2. We write the cell range represented by range 3. This is range 3. By mistake, it is written range 2. So cell address we have to represent. So it is B7 to C12. B7 to C12. Okay. Give the number of cell in the cell range represented by this. So you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 to the 12. So there are 12 cell addresses there. Okay. Now we are moving on the next topic, and what is our next topic is the entering data. What is the meaning of the entering data? Entering data means we know that we are using this Excel sheet or spreadsheets for putting some value. So how you can start the entering data here? The entering data is not very difficult here. Simply you have to put your cursor in that particular cell where you want to enter the value. Suppose I want to enter the value here. So simply I start typing like this way, serial number. I'm start typing like this way. And with the help of the arrow key, with the help of the enter key, with the help of the tab key, you can move the cursors from one location to another location. Okay. By using tab, you can move. By arrow key, you can move. By up arrow key, down arrow key, left arrow key. And after typing, suppose my typing is over. I don't want to type more. Okay, so my typing is over and after that I want to move in another cell. So what I have to do, I have to press the enter key. Always remember, whenever you press the enter key, by default cursor is moved down. By default, cursor is moved downward. Move to the next row in a current column. Next row in a current column. Okay. So to enter any data in worksheet, particularly practically in the cell, it is required to select the cell. Cell can be selected by positioning the pointer in that cell. So first thing what we have to do, we have to select the cell. We have to select the cell if you want to enter the data. And data to be entered can be the level, values or formula. Now look at this. What is the meaning of the level? What is the meaning of the values? And what is the meaning of the formula? Actually, whenever you are going to input the data, we are input the three types of the values in that. Okay. What are the different three types of the values? The first values that is known as the text value. We are writing sometime text, like I have written in this sheet. You can find out I have written here serial number, I have written here name, I have written here address. Okay, so what is this actually? Actually, these are the labels. These are the text. Okay, it may combine with the letters, numbers, and a special symbol. Anything we can write here. Anything we can write here. Suppose I'm going to write the address. So I'm writing here B12. Okay, lane number 1. Okay, Ram Vihar, Mahendragarh. I'm just writing like this way. So this is the address here. This is the address here. So you can find out, you can see that okay, I'm using the alphabet also. I'm using the digit also. I'm using the some special symbol also. So level is the combination of any characters, any things you can write in that. And one more thing is there, that is the important for you. By default, all the levels, if you are forget the level, you can say it is a string, it is a text data. So by default, all levels are left aligned. By default, all the levels are left aligned. But if you write, as you see in the here, these all are the labels because these all are the string. These all are the text. These all are the some special symbols, character, and everything mixed here. But look at the telephone number. If you observe this telephone number practically and properly, you can find out here nothing is the special symbol, only digit symbols are written. Only the digits and values are written in a numeric form. And one more thing you can adjust there, this is by default right aligned. If you write the number, it is by default right aligned. But if you write the string, it is by default left aligned. Like this, I'm writing here mobile number. And now I'm going to write the mobile number here. Okay, 9541847706. So you can find out that this is the left align. This is the left align. I'm just increasing the width of the cell, and now you can easily find out. Look at this. Mobile number is the left align, but this number is the right align. This number is the right align. Okay. So, and you can observe this is the left align. Okay. So these things you have to remember. Now the values. What is the meaning of the values? Values is normally it is known as the numerical data. Whenever you enter the numbers, whenever you enter number in your cell, then it is called values. Numerical data consisting only numbers are called values. And by default, values are right aligned. There are various forms of the values. We can write numbers, we can write integer, we can write decimal numbers, means numbers like this. Fraction point, you can find out this is the simple integer. Look at this. The first category is simple integer. Second category is decimal. What is the meaning of decimal? It's containing the decimal point here. It contains the decimal point here, 9.545. Second thing, fractional number. 1 whole 2 divided by 3. 1 whole 2 divided by 3. Or you can say 12 divided by 3. Percentage number, we can write in a percentage format also with the help of the percentage symbol. Scientific number, we are using the scientific notation, exponent notation, E form. Okay, this is the called scientific notation. Sometimes you are not able to write a big value in a small cell at a small cell size. In that case, what we are doing, we are using the scientific notation. Or you can say by default, it will be converted. Look at this. This is the date. Date is also the number here because internally it's calculated as a number there. Time is also calculated as a number. It's represented like this way, 12 colon, 45 colon this, but internally it is calculated as a number. Currency, we are using the currency symbols and writing the number in this way also. So you can find out how many types of the numbers. The numbers are integer, decimal, fractional, percentage, scientific, date, time, currency. These all are called values. These all are called values, and these all values are right aligned. These all values are write a line. So these things you have to observe that. Okay. Next, what is the next? The next is the formula. Next is the formula. What is the meaning of the formula? Formula is the most important component of LibreOffice Calc or a spreadsheet or Excel software. Due to this formula only, this software is becomes very much popular. So formula, we all are aware about the formula. Well, generally, we are using the formula in mathematics like this: a plus b whole square, a plus b whole cube, a minus b whole square, like this way. What is the area of rectangle, area of a square? Okay, so this types of formula we are using in mathematics for doing the calculation. So what happened in that? Why we are using the formula? Because formula makes the easy to solve the problems. Due to formula, it's become easier to solve the problems. Okay, we can do the big calculation with the help of the formula in a very small, very less time. Okay, so here is also we are getting the formula. We can write the formula in Excel sheet. But remember one thing, any expressions means if you are going to write the formula is sometimes known as the expression also, because it's going to evaluate. So always formula is expression is begin with a equal symbol. Always whatever you have start writing in a cell and it is started with the equal sign, then Excel or OpenOffice Calc is automatically understand this is a formula. This is a formula. Okay, so in the expression, the equal to sign followed by a value, cell address, and functions are called formula. Okay, so after the equal to sign, you are free to write the values, you are free to write the cell address, and you are free to write the any other function. When formula is entered in a cell, in a worksheet, the value of the equation is displayed in the cell and the formula is shown in the formula bar. Now you have to understand everything minutely. What is the meaning of this? Whenever we are enter the formula in a cell, the value is appeared there, but in a formula bar, it's showing the formula. So now you try to understand what I'm doing. I'm going to write two numbers here. This is 25 and this is 35. Now I'm going to write equal to sign. I'm giving here 65 plus 30, 1 minute, 25 plus 35. 25 plus 35 and I'm pressing the enter key. Now look at this. What is displayed here? If you are look at here, you find out it's showing the 60 here. It's showing the 60 here. But you look at in formula bar. This is your formula bar. What is showing here? It is showing equal to 25 plus 35. It is showing equal to 25 plus 35. Now I'm going to write the another formula. I'm going to write the another formula here. Equal to, and look at this, what I'm doing. I'm clicking on the 25. What came here? It came F4. What is the F4? F4 is the address of this cell address. This cell, the address of this cell is the F4. So I'm not writing 25 here. I'm writing F4 here. And then I'm selecting this cell. So what I'm getting here, G4. Now I'm pressing the enter key. What I'm getting, again, I'm getting the 60 here. Again, I'm getting the 60 here. Achha, look at this. What is displayed here? In a cell, it is displayed 60. But in a formula bar, what is displayed here? It's a displayed the formula there. It's a displayed there, expression there. So equal to F4 plus G4. Now, what is the difference between this previous one formula and what is the difference and this formula? There is some difference between this and this. What is the difference? I'm just telling you. I'm writing here 85, 850 plus 35. What happened? What happened? The result is automatically changed. But here it's not changed. Here it's not changed. But at this place, it's changed automatically. Why or how? Because this formula is based on the cell address. This formula is based on the cell address. So whatever the value written in the cell, automatically it will get the current value of the cell. Automatically it will get the current and updated value of the cell. But here what happened, you have written the number here. So it's not based on the address. It's not based on the particular cell address. You have given the director number. So what happened? What happened? If you want to update this, you have to change the number. You have to change the number and then you will get the another value at this place. Okay. So now you understand that whenever you have to write the formula, you can write the value, you can write the cell address, and we can use the another functions. The values do not display the preceding 0. If any values like this preceded by 0, then first letter 0 is not displayed when the data is the value. To show the 0, it needs to be make a text. It needs to be make a text. Data type has to be specified as a text. One thing you have to remember, if you write any number and you think that you want to write the number like this 09852174678 like this way, then what happens? The zero is automatically omitted. So if you want to write like a zero, so we have to change the properties of this format cell and we have to make it right click, yeah, coming here, and now I'm going to make it text. I'm going to make it text and click on the OK. Then it's become the left align, and after making text 0, we are able to show it 0 here. Look at this. So if you want to write number and you don't want to use the number as a values, you need to be converting a label. How you can do this? Make a right click, go on the format cell and just change the type of the cell. Just change the category of the cell. Instead of the number, you make it text. Instead of the number, you make it text. And now you are able to put the 0 before the number also. And this. Okay. So now you understand what types of the values are there. There are 3 types of the values. The one is called level, that is the text. Second is called value, that is the number. And third is called formula, that is an expression. Formula is always start with the equal sign. Now whenever we are going to use the formula, we required some operator. What is the meaning of the operator? Actually, operator decide the which operations you want to calculate, which operations you want to do. What types of the operations is going to apply on the expression and operand, that is totally depend upon the operator. Like this, I have written here plus, so it's going to add. But if I write here minus, then what happen? It subtract. If I'm going to write the multiply symbol, then what happen? It's going to multiply. If I'm going to write the divide symbol, then what happen? It's going to divide. So we are getting the different types of the value. So how the different types of the values are showing here? It's totally they're based on the operator. So this divide symbol, so whatever the symbol we are using, divide symbol, okay, 1 minute. Divide, okay, minus, plus, multiply, these symbols are known as the operator. Okay, so a spreadsheet software has most powerful features to calculate numerical data. It's using formula, and if we want to use the formula, we require to use the operators for formula. So there are rich set of the formulas, operators are there. So operators are categorized on the basis of their operation. So very simple and basic operators, that is known as the arithmetic operator. One is plus, second is minus, third is multiplication, and fourth is divide. These are the basic operators. These are the basic mathematical operators which we are using. Okay. Now, whenever we are going to use the operators, we have to think about the precedence of the operator also. What is the meaning of the precedence? What is the meaning of the precedence? Precedence means priority. Achha, look at this. There is a one more operator. This is called exponentiation. Exponentiation means what? I'm just showing you. Suppose I'm writing here 2 exponent 1. What I'm getting? I'm getting 2. Again, I'm writing here 2 exponentiation 2. What I'm getting? 4. Again, I'm writing here 2 exponentiation 3. What I'm getting? 8. Now, I hope you understand. 2 exponentiation 3 means 2 raised to the power 3. 2 exponentiation 2 means 2 raised to the power 2. So, if you want to calculate the power x to the power y, 5 raised to the power 20. I want to calculate 5 raised to the power 20. So simply you have to write 5 exponentiation symbol. This symbol is available with the 6 number on the number line. Okay, with the letter digit 6. 5 exponentiation 20, and it's going to calculate. And because 5 exponentiation 20 is the very big number, so that's why it displays the output in a scientific notation. It's not display the output in a normal number format. It displays the output in a scientific notation. If I'm making the width of the cell big, you will get the number here also. Look at this. because on that time cell width is the adjusted, it's this much only, so that big number is not going to adjust in this cell address. That's why it's showing the output in a scientific notation. But if you want to show the result in a normal format, you just increase the width of the cell, width of the column, and you will get the output in a proper number format also. Getting my point? Okay. Now, so what is the precedence? Precedence means priority. Which operations will be, which operator will execute first? So look at this. The first priority is having the parenthesis symbol. If a small bracket is having first priority, then exponentiation having second priority, then multiply and divide is having the same third priority, then plus and minus is having the same priority. What happened if the multiply and divide both are there in your expression? In that case, first it evaluate which come first. Which come first, that operator will evaluate first. For example, come at here. Now I'm going to write one expression here. Try to understand. 2 multiply 4 divide 2. What I'm getting? I'm getting 4. I'm getting 4. Now I'm writing equal to 2 divide 4 multiply 2. What I'm getting? 1. Look at this. The first time I have written 2 multiply 4 divide 2. Second time I am writing 2 divide 4 multiply 2. What happened? Which executions, which operator is executed first? Here first what happened? It's going to multiply the 2 by the 4. And 4 to the 8, and then 8 divided by 2. And what we are getting? We are getting 4 here. What happened here? 2 divided by 4. 2 divided by 4, what we are getting? We are getting 0.5. And 0.5 multiplied by 2. 0.5 multiplied by 2. What we are getting? We are getting 1. We are getting 1. So this way we are getting the output. Okay. If suppose here, if suppose I want multiply first and then I want to divide. I won't multiply. I won't divide first and then I want to multiply. Then what I will do? I have to put the brackets here. I have to put the brackets here. In that case, what happened? First, it's going to multiply. First, it's going to divide and then it's going to multiply. And we are getting the 10 here. We are getting the 10 here as a output. Okay. So precedence of operator means which decide the how the operations is, how the execution is going on whenever we have the multiple. Achha. This plus minus also you try to understand. Suppose I'm writing here equal to 10 plus 5 minus 3 minus 2. We are getting 30. Again I'm writing 10 minus 5 plus 3. What we are getting? 8. So what happened? Here first add, then subtract. 15 minus 2, 13. Here what happened? First subtract, then add. 10 minus 5, 5 plus 3, 8. Okay. So this way it will execute. Now, simple calculations using values and operators. Now you can look at this some common formula equal to 23 plus 6, 29, 0 minus 6 is minus 6. Now look at this. Can we write in this way formula? No. You can't write the formula in this way. There is a mistake. There is a mistake at this place. And what is the mistake here? The mistake is that it's forget to put the equal to sign before the formula. Equal to sign is the compulsory. If I'm not giving the equal to sign, then what happened? Suppose I'm writing here equal to 23 plus 6. It's working fine. I'm writing 0 minus 6. What happened? It's a 0 minus 6 here. I'm writing 88 divide 11. What is this? 88 divide 11 here. It's just like a label. It's just like a label. But if I'm writing equal to 0 minus 6, what I'm getting? Minus 6. Equal to 88 divide 11, what I'm getting? 8. So be careful. There is a mistake given in this book. So don't forget to put the equal sign. Then only you will get this output. Otherwise, you will not get this output. Otherwise, if you are not giving the equal sign here, this is the compulsory to put the equal sign before each and every formula. Otherwise, you are not able to get this output. Okay. Remember this. Be careful while writing the formula. Okay. Use of the brackets. We can use the brackets to increase the precedence if you want. Normally, what happened in this case? If you write 4 plus 5 multiply 3, according to the board mass, first it need to be do the multiplication. So 5 3s are 15, and then it's going to add 4. So we are getting 19 here. We are getting 19 here. According to the board mass, first multiply and then it's going to add. Okay. But what happened if I'm putting the parenthesis or a small bracket here, then first it's going to add 5 plus 4, 9, and then it's going to multiply. Then it's going to multiply 9 3s are 27. You can see that. Now exponentiation, 4 to the power 4 is to the power 2. So it's a 16. 16 multiply 5, it's a 18. And if I'm going to put the bracket here, then what happened? First, it's going to multiply and then it's going to raise to the power 20 raised to the power 2, and it is 200. So now you understand what is the importance of the bracket and how use the brackets to increase the priority of the operators or expressions. Okay. So this is the exercise for you today. Today you all have to do this exercise. Let us practice, evaluate the following question using operator precedence and then test the results in a spreadsheet. So these things you have to do. Do these all things in your Excel sheet, and whatever the output you will receive, please share the screenshot with me, okay, on my WhatsApp number. Okay, anything you want to ask? Yes, please. If you have any doubts, you can put the message in a chat box.